Hey, yeah, I'm so glad you could come over today. I haven't seen you, feels like forever. I know the phone calls they're just not cutting it now. So how have you been? Good. What's been going on with me? You're gonna laugh at me. Okay. I've actually been kind of studying and reading into palm readings, actually. Yeah, I knew you would think I was crazy, but I don't know, I just think they're interesting. Yeah, I know. Make fun of me. I haven't really practiced it on anyone though to see how accurate it is. You want to be my guinea pig, I guess? Yeah. I'm not gonna do anything morbid or, tell you the future, because actually palm readings, a lot of them don't deal with the future, oddly enough. But, yeah, I always thought that too. They don't really do dark readings either, because, even though I study it and I find it to be very interesting, I also don't think it's the end all be all. I don't think it's extremely accurate. It's just sort of something anyone could apply to their lives. So you gonna try it out a bit? Yeah, I'll teach you what I know, which is not too much. I just started and it's kind of weird, but once you get into it, it's like, I don't know, I guess I've always been interested in things that aren't just in your face, like, type of thing. Yeah, makes no sense, but yeah, I guess we'll get started. I'll show you part on my hand that I'm gonna show you first. I'm actually lacking one of the lines because not everyone has a fate line, and that's one of them. I'm gonna check if you do that. Okay. This one right here. This is the heart line, and that tends to deal with like your emotions, your romantic lives. Yeah, you know I read mine already. Just, like, it's pretty straightforward things having to do, with the heart. And this one, right here, that's your headline. This one will deal with your, like your learning style, your intellect, having to do with the head. Again, very straightforward. And this one, it's very faint. It's the lifeline that has to do with your health, just, I guess your general well-being. Yeah. I knew you were gonna say that. The lifeline actually doesn't have anything to do with your length of life. Yeah, I thought that too, and when I read it, I was very shocked, actually. But yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how long you're gonna live. I'm sorry. So, we're gonna start by handing over your hands to me. And I'm also just palm readings. It's just not just reading lines, actually. I'm gonna feel on your hands a bit. Yeah, it's gonna be really cute. And you can also tell a lot about a person by their hands. Yeah, okay. So, just stay with me. Okay. We're gonna look at your heart line first. Is that okay? Okay, good. Your heart line looks like it begins in the middle to me. Yeah. So tends to mean that you fall in love easy. Yeah, I know. For all my years of knowing you, I know that's at least true. It also tends to touch your lifeline, which is the last one I showed you before, the fate line. And that also means that you can get your heart broken easy as well. Yeah, it's kind of weird how those two go together, right? I know. Our romantic lives are a bit extreme sometimes and a bit depressing. But it's kind of a good thing that you fall in love easy and you put yourself out there, because it means you're a genuine person and that you're sincere. So it also has a break. Yeah, you see that little where it's not connected? Yeah. It means you had a bad experience recently. Maybe, and your emotions, you got hurt emotionally. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that wasn't too bad so far. I don't want to scare you off, I guess. You gonna keep going? You can do that. Okay, you're gonna go to the headline next? Okay. So, and again. Okay. You look at it. Okay. Yours is a bit curved and it has a slope to it. So I'm gonna say that shows that you're very creative. Yeah, I know you like to make music and draw and things of that nature. You're always really good at that. Something I always admired about you. I was quite jealous, actually. And you have a bit of crosses in them as well. Yeah, you see right there in the line. It means that you tend to be very in the moment and make decisions right then and there. So, yeah, I know. I don't know if that's a bad thing though. You've always had good times when you made momentous decisions. Memorable times. Yeah. Let's go to the lifeline, and then I'm going to see if you have the fate line, because I want it to be a surprise. Yeah. Okay, so hand again. So yours looks like it starts at the base of your thumb, actually. And it crosses the lifeline. Okay? Not crosses. Ugh. I already skipped. I kind of ruined the secret that you have a fate line. I was reading your fate line by accident. Forgive me. Back to your lifeline. Seems to swoop around a bit. It looks like you have a semicircle almost. And it tends to make me believe that you're very enthusiastic about life and that you possess a lot of inner strength. It'll help you get through struggles. It'll also motivate you throughout your life to be better and to strive for a lot. Yeah. Okay, we'll do your fate line next, because you do have one. Yeah, I know. I am so bad sometimes. You know that though. I mess up a lot. But you always accepted that, so that's why we're such good friends. Yours starts at the base of your thumb, and it seems to cross the lifeline. So what that tends to mean, your fate line is not going to be super, it's not going to tell a lot about your future like you're thinking it is. That tends to mean that you just have a lot of support through, from your friends and from your family. Yeah, I know you know that's true. the shape, feel on your fingers, maybe pull on them. Yeah, okay. And there's like different kinds of hands in palm reading. The shape of your hand will indicate like character traits and, you know, things about you as a person. So, and again. Okay, you have really long fingers, and they're really flexible. So, and pull on them and bend them. With palm reading, it tends to be that the more flexible the person's fingers are, the more flexible they are. And I don't really think that means physically, actually. It could be, but I think it means more along the lines of they're flexible with their like emotions, like they very go with the flow. Yeah. I would say your hand's a bit of a water hand though, just because the shape of your palm and length of your fingers and how they react to pressure. And that kind of rings true to other things I read on your hand. Yeah. Tends to mean that you're creative and you're very sympathetic as well. You relate to people and to their emotions. And yeah, knowing you, I know you're overly sympathetic. I know when I've called you and I was upset, you would actually take on my emotions sometimes with me. So, definitely true. And your perception seems to be very intact, along with having water hands. And also goes back to what I was reading as well, is that you're very emotional. You you wear your heart on your sleeve. You don't really hold much back. When you're like friends with someone, you know, you're very honest. It also reads that you can be a bit quiet too. Bit of an introvert. Introvert people tend to somehow think that that's such a bad word, but it's not. It just means you like to be alone sometimes. And it's not a bad thing, it's just how you are. Yeah. And I'm going to just rub on your hands now and feel them. I know I'm kind of creepy, but it's kind of a thing. Okay. By feeling on your hands, I'm gonna just see what type of temperament you have. Okay, yeah. So, your hands are really soft, by the way. And having soft hands tends to indicate that you're very sensitive and refined and emotional again. Yeah, we're both really emotional. I'm sure if you read my palms, it'd be really similar. Yeah, that's why we get along so well. Rough hands tend to mean that person's strong, but they can be a bit coarse and hard, but not to be mean. That's just how they're conditioned. You know, they're rough, like their hands. Yeah, that's really all I know about it so far. I've never been to a palm reading, no. You ever been? I was your first. Yeah. It probably wasn't the best, but I tried. You can't tell anyone about this though, it's top secret. I hope you enjoyed it though. I mean, I was kind of hesitant to tell you about it, but we're so close that I knew you wouldn't judge me. So, I guess I'll probably do this more often and see how people react. Okay. I guess we can go do something else now. Yeah, okay, let's go.